What up, weirdos? It's your boy, Raindrop, Raindog, Rain Drizzle, and my co-host, co-captain, Call Conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify and YouTube podcast where you didn't know everything you needed to know. You dig? So yeah, welcome back, dudes. Yes. Welcome back, Juju. Hello. We're doing this a little differently tonight. No comic book of the week. This is just a random podcast thrown in the mix this week. When we can do this, we'll do this. And we'll probably do this. They'll be a little bit shorter, probably. We're just going to talk about some things, and what we think is important right now this week or what's on our mind, So lock in, get your little seltzer water, your blunt, your bong, your Heineken, whatever it may be. And sit back, relax, and hang out with your boys,
Yes.
Stinky penis and dirty nuts.
Dirty butthole.
Nah, but welcome back, dudes. Welcome back. I'm glad to have everybody here. Me and Juju have been doing this House of Dragons pod, and we figured it's our cup of tea, but it's not. So we're going to talk about that kind of later down in this episode. We'll throw it in there if we have time. But for the most part, it's just really like some shit going on in the nerd world. And Deadpool releases in 2 days. Well,
2 days,
a day from technically now.
Yeah.
Recording this. I will be in the movie theater. I'm very stoked. I've seen some things about it, though. Not from anybody I trust, like IGN, they're fucking dog shit. I don't trust their gaming reviews, their TV shit. Like, you should have seen how they how they were talking about X-Men 97 and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like they call everything decent. So the one thing I did see from Deadpool, which I could see this being true now. It's very entertaining, but the plot is kind of like, wee wow. Like, that's what they're saying, but I will know for sure in a day. Like, in less than 24 hours, I will know if that holds up or not. It's gotten like a 7 from everything. And then I saw one person rate it. One fucking platform gave it like a 54, which was like mad low. And I was like, I don't believe it's like that, dude. I don't believe.
No.
But I mean, we'll know here in a few. So I'm very excited though. I don't believe I'm going to a theater that has the Wolverine bucket, sadly. I wish they did. But
I will keep an eye out for it when I go on Thursday.
For sure. I want that, or I at least want the cup. Like, not the square line cup. That one's cool. There's like this like boxy like shaped as a figure cup.
Yeah.
I want like the regular round movie promo cup because I just want to use it. I always have a drink.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And honestly, I trust the Regal Commonwealth will have all that nerdy shit because after talking to the general manager about the kick-ass poster that I bought, I'm convinced that she's a movie nerd just like
probably. I mean, she works at
So like, I guarantee they're gonna have like a kiosk.
So you guys can't see it at all, but Juju got us this kick-ass movie poster. I gotta get it framed. It's not framed yet.
Yeah.
I don't even. Yeah, you can kind of.
Yep. There it is.
But the one thing I will say, the cinema I go to, I'm not gonna out myself, but the cinema I do go to, they gave out free mini movie posters last time I went to go see Mutant Mayhem. I think I gave you one, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you did. It's up in my son's room.
Okay. Yeah, I still have 2. So if I didn't, let me know. But I was so hype on that. I was like, yo, and they were free. I was like, yo, how much are these? They're like, they're free, dude. They
Yeah.
looked at me like I was stupid, and I was like, I mean, dude, come on. The movie theater giving something away is crazy. Like,
I mean, like they never did that. Like even back in the '90s, it was always like everything costs money at the movie theater.
yeah,
You know, like
But I think it, because it wasn't just Mutant Mayhem though. It was Mutant Mayhem and like whatever 3 other movies were coming out at the time. So like the Mutant Mayhems were like long,
yeah,
and then the other ones were like actual movie posters because they were serious movies. So it was like, it was kind of like, yo, like if you do this for every movie,
yeah,
I kind of want to like come to every premiere. Cause like that,
yeah.
cause we went and saw Mutant Mayhem like the day it came out, and I think that's why they were doing it. But cause I didn't see any for Long Legs though. But I don't know if I went on the premiere for Long Legs. I think I
Yeah,
did. But I don't know, man. Movie theaters are
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I think this movie will definitely bring people back in to like going to the movies. But I think my
yeah.
buddy Jerry made a valid point. Captain America kind of gets the short end of the stick of having to follow up
Mhm.
Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'm hoping that they just made Red Hulk so badass that like it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, fucking we got a glimpse of him in the trailer and he looked pretty fucking good when he grabs the
Yes.
shield and throws it down.
Down.
Yeah, so I mean, that's my that's one of my favorite characters, so I really hope they do him justice. I did just scoop today a second print of Red Hawk. It's Hawk Volume 2, I think. It's
Mhm.
the Red Hawk series, issue number 4. I got a second print of Hawk versus
Yeah.
Red Hawk first battle. And then I got first full appearance of Red She-Hulk. That cover's sick.
Yeah. I
That
can
co-
only imagine Red
She's
She-Hulk.
holding like a machine gun and a sai in her hand, and she's just like beefed up and big titties, and it's like an all white cover, and she's super red. It's super. It's a badass cover. I fucking love it. So I bought those now though, cause I was like, if this movie is good, like I feel like he's just gonna
Yeah.
show up and more shit's gonna show up. And my buddy Jerry also made the point that like it's all just leading up to Hawk versus Red Hawk. So like I think I don't know, I just really hope this movie's good. Like
Yeah.
I've never really been interested in a cat movie until now cuz like I said, I like Anthony Mackie like in other shit as well. And I like the idea of what's his name playing Red Hawk.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, like being
Mm.
General Thunderbolt. Like I can
Yeah.
see him being a cranky old man, like, because he is.
Yeah. From what I understand, he absolutely is 1000% the crankiest old man ever.
I mean, like, there's a lot of, like, cool things happening with movies and comics, though. Like, right now, DC's doing a collab with Beetlejuice. So
Yes.
there's a bunch of different comic books coming out that have Beetlejuice covers. I just ordered 2 actually. There's a House of Secrets Swamp Thing's first appearance reprint, and you can get the normal one or you can get the Beetlejuice and Swamp
Yeah.
Thing's behind him or whatever, and it's like the old school cover. So I got that one, and then there's like this Siren something has Beetlejuice and like Harley Quinn, and everybody's like these little kid looking figures. I don't know. It looks really fucking cool. It looks like a Dan Hip
Yeah.
design. Might be. I don't know who it is. But so yeah, there's like a bunch of Beetlejuice covers coming out. Those are super fun. Like,
Yeah. And I think there's also going to be a shit ton of Beetlejuice merchandise in the fucking market too,
oh yeah,
especially
dude.
with the sequel coming out.
I almost sent it to you, but if you don't have room for this poster, you definitely don't have room for this movie cutout. There was in Richmond, somebody on Facebook Marketplace is selling a movie display from when it came out in the 90s of Beetlejuice. It's like a 5-6 foot cutout from like the movie theater, and it says Beetlejuice. It's a tombstone. It says Beetlejuice lies
Yeah,
here,
I remember that
and
one.
it's him
Yeah.
standing next to it. Dude, It was like $75. If I could get it somewhere down here off the floor, I would. But it would just like it's
Yeah,
cardboard. It would get fucked up down here like over time. It's
yeah,
just it's so wet down here. Like I have my
yeah.
dehumidifier. Like I don't keep my comics down here. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I saw that and I was like, yo. I thought about what you just said. Though. I was like, there's gonna be definitely mad movie merch for Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah. I'm very much looking forward to the Lego set that they're gonna make for this because there's guaranteed
You
gonna
see
be
the
one.
Lego set they announced today? Uh,
Uh,
Knuckle or Shadow. It's a
yes, I did. Yeah,
Shadow's head for Lego. It's like a big ass
yes,
Lego head, a Shadow with the rings in front of it. I was like, my nephew would go fucking nuts for that,
fucking
dude.
eight. Yeah,
He would literally go berserk over that. Like, he fucking loves Sonic, dude. Like, Sonic is his shit. Which,
yes.
dude,
And
what?
I remember they had the loop, and it was like they had the Sonic minifig, and it had a track on the inside. So when you hit the spring, it would go through the loop, and you could have
Okay.
like the rings, all like
Have you seen that?
all around it.
Have you seen that company? They sell it at Target. It's like it's not knockoff Lego because they sell it at Target and it like
Yeah,
they're partnered with Pokemon.
yeah,
They
the
do
Mega Block.
yeah they do like the moving like Pokemon scenes. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy, dude. You can literally have Pikachu running or a Zubat flapping its wings. It's like you just like crank the thing behind it, and I'm like, they're getting so fucking advanced with this shit, dude. Like I watched,
yeah.
I, I don't know, man. Legos are sick, but I already have
Yeah,
enough shit that takes up room.
and it's the time too that it takes to like put all of it
Oh yeah,
together.
you know, like I'm already the two things I collect most, like media and comics. Those both take time to
Yeah,
enjoy if you're gonna actually enjoy them.
yeah,
You know, you gotta either read one of them or watch it. So it's like
yep,
regardless, I'm spending like an hour or so of my time. You know what I mean? Like, and most of those older movies are like a good 2 hours. Like,
oh yeah.
like they got their
Uh,
like fucking movies worth out of shit when they made it back in the day. Like, it's like at
yeah.
least like an hour 45, 2 hours.
I'm mind blown that people sat through Gone with the Wind for 4 fucking hours. You know,
I sure as fuck haven't. I sure as
or
fuck
like
haven't, mate.
or like fucking the Ten Commandments that is like a 3 hour movie. You know,
Yeah.
like
How long's Passion of the Christ?
Passion of the Christ, I believe is 2 hours and some, but let me
How
double
long is
check that.
Passion of the Christ?
Yell at Siri.
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking glad nobody drug my child ass to the theater for that shit.
You didn't have crazy religious parents.
Fuck no. My dad was a hippie. Like,
my, my dad just wanted to see what was so controversial about it. Like,
I mean, fair, but like, thank God, dude. Thank God, like my grandmother is religious, and she didn't drag me to go see that shit. She was dragging me to go see fucking Batman and like Lord of the Rings and shit. You know,
yeah.
like
Or like Narnia.
yeah, you know, like fucking oh, what was that movie? That horror movie where the girl like gets a new eye and she like sees like ghosts or some shit.
What is it? Is it Oculus?
Some shit like that, dude. I don't even remember the whole movie.
Yeah.
I remember being so young. I was probably like 11 or 10, and my grandmother took me to go see that because my sister wanted to go see it. She was like 12 or
Yeah.
13, and like I was like, yeah, I want to go see a scary movie. And I just remember the whole time, like I wasn't even scared. It was like just so above me, like in thought.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even process like if it was a good movie or not. I was just so young. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
What are
Like,
they doing? What are
like,
they talking
what is all this
about?
outer body shit? Like,
Yeah.
are you seeing ghosts or not? Like, you got eye surgery and now everything's fucking wonky. Like, I would probably sue. That would be my first action. Sue this doctor. No, but
No, dude, it was so funny because like after a while my parents would drop me off at like the neighbors and they would take my sister to go and see like Jeepers Creepers or like the like they saw The Mummy a year before I
dude,
did.
that's what's funny is like you were sheltered from horror movies, and my
Yeah.
dad was like, "All right, dude, we're watching Friday the 13th. You're 7." Like,
And it's funny how like both exercises kind of lead down the same like path because like
you just learned to love horror movies. Like,
yeah.
you couldn't watch them. You were like sheltered from them, so now like you just want to watch all of them. And
Yeah.
and then like
That
me on the other hand, I was just born and bred to be like, where's the blood? where's where's the machete? Like, why is
but
nobody
it's also
getting chopped in half? You know, like I
true.
grew up on fucking like because I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, but I really watched like Halloween and like Friday the 13th and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like or like you said, Jeepers Creepers, like monster flicks.
Monster slasher,
Yeah, like
yeah.
that was more of what I was watching with my pops. Like or like 13 Ghosts, like that was a staple in
Yeah.
my house.
Dude, I watched a shit ton of and this actually is a funny conversation between me and my dad yesterday when I told him not to come to work so I could parlay being off on Thursday. I
Yeah,
watched a lot
yeah.
of Sword and Sandal shit with my dad.
Oh,
So,
dude.
like,
Okay.
historical epics, Ben-Hur,
Okay,
all of
so
those.
one thing I left out. I've told you this many of times. This is like nobody would guess this about me.
Yeah.
You could not get me away from a war movie as a kid.
Yes.
And that's why till this day, I crave old GI Joe cartoons. The GI Joe cartoons, man. Oh my
Yes.
god,
'Cause they
bro.
went hard too,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, they are so fucking good. One dude in Richmond on Facebook Marketplace, he's being a fucking asshole. He wants $25 for 2 random seasons of G.I. Joe on tape. And I'm like, I went
What?
on
No.
eBay and I was like, they're like, in the condition he has them in, they're not worth that. Like,
No,
maybe
they're, like, worth,
10.
like,
Like,
3. Yeah.
yeah, maybe $3 a piece, like $6 or $10 total. Like,
Yeah.
just get your junk out of your house and let me enjoy it, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Let me get my fucking nostalgia fix, bro. You don't want this shit. I guess that is like
Get your
that's the fun thing about like collecting. Like it doesn't matter if it's toys, Legos.
Yeah.
When you find something in the wild that you've wanted for a long time that's sold out or like usually just like you don't have the money at the time and when you do it's gone. It's not on sale at the
Yep.
But like when you're like out there like at Walmart, comic shop, Second and Charles, and you find that DVD or that Lego set or that Funko Pop, whatever it may be, and it's just like and you find a deal on it, dude, that is like it's almost better than sex. Like sex is really tight. Sex is really tight, but finding that like imagine like
Yeah.
you with the Harry Potter set.
Yeah.
You know what I
Dude.
mean? You no longer. I mean, like it's a bittersweet feeling though, because now you no longer go into Target like dreaming of it. You already have it,
Yeah.
so it's awesome. But now it's like, do I find something new to drool over,
Yeah.
or do I just like, you know, dude? Like it. I get it, man. I totally get it.
Yeah.
Like I have this VHS tape in my VCR
Yeah.
right now, and I paused it after 5 minutes because I was like, I'm going to actually sit down, roll up a
And watched it. Yeah.
yeah, like and just turn my phone off and watch it. Cause like I don't know, man. Like you gotta enjoy those like victories.
Yes.
You gotta really enjoy when you come up on something. You know, like
Like I can only imagine the feeling of like back in the 80s buying a fucking VCR and getting that first tape where it's like this movie I've never like got to see in the movie theater because like it came and went and never re-released.
Yeah,
Now they put it
yeah.
on VHS.
Yeah.
It's like finally get to fucking see this shit.
No,
You know?
100%, dude. I mean, I remember as a kid, like, because I would get all the WWE pay-per-view VHSs.
Yeah.
Wish I still knew where the fuck those were. Um, though that's how that felt. Because like I didn't, there was a bunch of like stuff from like the early 2000s that I didn't watch. So like, and you didn't on demand didn't have every episode at the time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
No,
like,
they weren't archiving it.
yeah. So like, the only way you could really watch this shit is if you had if you were like, I don't even think the WWE like subscription on the website even had the like full.
Yeah.
The most you had, you know what okay, guilty admission time. In 6th grade, I would repeatedly watch Brock Lesnar's F5 sexy back compilation. Somebody edited all of Brock Lesnar doing his finishing move like to a bunch of different people and edited sexy back over top of it like perfectly. And like every day in computer class in 6th grade, I would just immediately watch that video. Because like at the time, like the only way you could like watch a highlight thing was like some random shit dude's YouTube video. You know, people weren't
Yeah.
doing it like they were today. Like
Oh, no.
people are like professional montagers now.
Dude, I remember discovering that you could buy and rent movies on iTunes, and they had upcoming trailers for movies in the movie
Yeah,
theater.
yeah, probably fucking shit your pants.
Oh, dude, I remember getting online too when Chamber of Secrets came out and buffering the fucking trailers for that.
I won't lie, dude. Shout out my PSP. That was like one of the first times I searched up porn on the internet.
R.I.P. PSP.
I
Respect.
I'm 100%. Any viewer out there, like, or anybody I know, if you come across a PSP or a Nintendo DS of any sort, I will trade you. I will trade you or give you cash. Like, I so
Okay.
badly. There's so many games I've been finding for dumb cheap on Nintendo DS that, like, PSP, I'm iffy on. Because, like, games can get, like, people
Yeah.
kind of sticky. But
Yeah.
the DS and stuff, it's pretty reasonable for the stuff I'm looking at. Like I mainly want to play Pokemon and that
Mhm.
and I want to play all these random like there's a Batman Beyond game. There's a Batman Beyond game for N64. Did you know that?
I remember that.
Dude, I
I
was like
remember that.
I was like, yo, I got the 64 set up, about to be ready. Oh, I'm about to fucking
Fuck yeah, man. That was the one system that I begged my parents for was a Nintendo 64, and the answer I got was you already have a Nintendo.
ha 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 ha. See, I didn't have the other Nintendo. I didn't have a game system, and I asked for the 64, and that was like, I had that thing for fucking ever before I got a GameCube or anything though, or like
Yeah.
station. Like I
Yep.
had a 64 for years, bro. Like I was playing Pokemon Stadium forever. Like in Donkey Kong, holy
Yep.
shit. Two games I played religiously on 60. Then I got a PlayStation 1 and I played the fuck out of
Yeah.
Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was my
So
fucking shit.
my sister got a PS1 and she played games like Monopoly and the Game of Life and like not really anything like super cool or whatever. So like my exposure to PS1 games would be like when kids would come and spend the night at my house and they'd bring their games.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah, yeah.
Then, like, I think some guy that my dad knew was moving, and he had an old PS2 that had been, like, never used, and my dad was just like, "Yeah, I'll take this," and he gave it to me with a FIFA game, and was like, "Here you go."
Yeah, yeah. And he never played the FIFA game, probably.
I used to do own goals for my own entertainment.
He's like, just something to do.
Yeah.
I feel you. My dad had a baseball game on PlayStation 1 that I tried to always play, and I was just like, fuck is this, man?
It's awful.
What is your
Yeah.
favorite PlayStation 2 game?
Oh god. Oh, no, my favorite was God of War 2. God of War 2 was one of my favorite games, just from the art, the gameplay, the fact that they brought back a lot of the mechanics from the first game and updated them for the second one, so it made it more enjoyable and less debilitating. And that was like one of the only games I beat from beginning to end 100%, like on God mode. So, yeah. I also had the guidebook, so I guess that's technically cheating, but
No, I mean back in the. I mean, dude, everybody YouTube shit now. No, it's not
yeah,
cheating. That was just what YouTube was back in the day. Because I'd capture cards and shit back in the day. So
yeah,
we've moved up as a society.
yeah.
Some of those game
Like,
guides
dude,
go for decent money now, though. Like,
yeah, if they're in good condition. Because I was trying to buy a Kingdom Hearts 2 because that guide got tore to shit. And I needed it for the game I was playing, so I was trying to find it, and it was like 300-400 bucks. And I was like, I don't have that kind of money to spend right now.
you can just YouTube it at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's ultimately what I did. It was like, all right, fuck
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. 150%, dude. I get it. Fucking. Sometimes you gotta YouTube it out, you know?
And like there's some games too that I'm like I kind of actually like watching the gameplay of.
Yeah,
Like
no,
even
it's
though I
definitely
myself I'm
helpful.
not really playing, you know.
No, I have definitely watched a lot of games on Twitch I've never. Like
Yeah.
I've watched a fuck ton of Elden Ring. I would never play Elden Ring. Way
Yeah.
too time consuming for me.
Oh yeah.
Not for me. There's a new Star Wars game coming out. I believe it's a
Ooh.
online like shooter type game. Let me Star Wars Star Wars game. I think it's Star Wars Outlaws is what I'm thinking of.
Oh word. Okay.
Open world Star Wars game is set to arrive in 24. Look.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, either way, that sounds like it's going to be pretty cool if it's open world.
Really, dude.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm like the thing that blew my mind, like with the Star Wars games in general, was like when they did the Lego Star Wars, just how layered that game was because it wasn't just like level. You went from individual like places in a fucking planet, and just the level of detail on that was amazing. Um, and I feel like going forward, they're only going up and up with these games. To be honest with you. Yeah. Mm, Which, which I would think that was like what, Forced Unleashed? Yeah. Yeah. I played Force Unleashed 1 and 2, and then I kind of dropped off from there.
Played anything else recently?
Um, I kind of started dabbling back into Hogwarts Legacy because I kind of want to finish what I started, you know.
Oh, you never finished
And
that game?
not really. I got as high as like level 30. I just want to finish out like the storyline, get the killing curse, kill a couple people, and then be done. Yeah, and like, I mean, I kind of realized that like it's that game is kind of a good way to feed into like new Harry Potter that's interesting. You know, it's not like oh constantly watching the movie. You know, yeah,
Yeah, dude. I
yeah, yeah.
haven't been playing shit.
Um, I'm not really.
Interested in watching and reading shit at the moment.
Yeah, I
I've been,
kind of.
wa- I've been watching that show on H.
Oh, um, I've heard of it. I never actually
There's a
watched it.
lot of fucking like there's at least like two titty fucking scenes an episode. I literally he walks into the room and I was like, what bitch's titties are gonna be sitting here waiting for him this time? And sure enough, there was
No.
a girl with her titties out waiting for him. And I was like, yo, I love this show. It is very action packed though. Like it starts off kind of rocky, I won't lie. Like I wasn't sure if I liked it at first. But I'm on episode
Yeah,
8 now and I'm hooked. It's literally Homelander, the same expressions and like when he gets angry, it's like the same fucking voice almost. You know what I mean? Cuz it's his American accent. Like
yeah.
and but basically he's a con who basically falls into position to fake the identity of this guy who just became sheriff. So he's an
Hmm.
ex-con who's impersonating a sheriff in this small town of Banshee and the main villain of the show right now is this ex Amish guy who like basically a bunch of business. He like runs his own mafia kinda. And
Amish Mafia.
well, he's not.
Okay.
He's shunned. He's shunned for the things he does. Like he kills people and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, he basically is just this like sheriff, and he's like constantly still like trying to pull cons and like cause like he's a thief. Like before he got locked up,
Yeah.
he was a thief, and like it's just like I mean, dude, they're showing everything though. Like spoiler alert, he cuts this dude's dick off in prison, and they like straight show the dick laying on the ground like and there's like blood everywhere like it's fucking like it is not for faint of heart. It is not for faint of heart. Like I'm gonna tell my
I
dad
guess.
about it because we watch a lot of the same shit, but I'm gonna be like, just know, Tommy, like there's a lot of fucking and a lot of killing. Like it's
And there go
primarily yeah
Hostile Part 2, baby.
nah dude this is classic like 2013 HBO like
Okay. Yeah. Really.
titties out and blood everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? They were trying to staple their adult platform. Like,
Yes.
man, I'm hyped though cuz I've seen clips from like I got into it cuz I saw a clip of him shooting this guy with a shotgun point blank 2 times
Yeah.
and I was like this looks insane. And then I watched season 1 and I was like, all right, like kind of like lesser quality, but I was like, this is clearly from like season 2 or 3. The scene was like really HD.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, all right, so at least I got something to look forward to. Like, it only gets like better quality.
Oh, it gets up. Yeah.
At least like the gore gets better looking. I don't know about the acting. Like Anthony, Anthony Starr and the guy who plays Sugar, the bartender, like accomplice guy, basically. Get the actor's name. Um, uh, they're like really the only two good actors in the show. Like, I'll be straight up. Like the rest of them are kind of like, nah.
Man, everybody's getting their start on this show, kind of deal.
Yeah, so watch it at will. I'm not saying. It is interesting though to
Oh,
see him in something other than The Boys, though.
yeah. Yeah.
He does play a
Um,
unleashed psycho though. Like I don't understand as like the things he does as a cop. I'm like, how are you not like suspended
how are you not?
without pay or whatever?
Yeah.
Not fired, obviously. They don't do that. That would be unrealistic.
He would be in jail, but that would be, too realistic, right?
Not even the suspended without pay is like that's. I guess that's why he hasn't gotten in trouble yet. There's
And they
also
take him.
there's literally 3 other cops in his station because they're in such a small town. It's literally him, this girl, this other deputy, and then this old guy who was supposed to be sheriff, but they outsourced.
Uh, yeah.
So I don't know. He kills a lot of people though. Like he does some very questionable things as an officer of the law.
I mean, isn't that kind of the norm nowadays?
Yeah, I was watching it last night and I was just like, bro, this is a bit much.
Yeah.
Like, doing a lot here.
It's just funny how you just come across a random HBO show and just start watching it. Like,
I mean, yeah, I was like, the chances of me hating this are kind of low. It's HBO
yeah,
and Anthony Starr, so I don't hate it. It's like a crime action
yeah,
show, so like I'm all for it, even if some of the acting is cheesy, blah blah blah. Like I mean, the same thing that
I mean,
happened with True Detective.
yeah, yes, or even True Blood.
Yeah, dude, I was in Royal Farms the other day, and I had my Umbrella Academy shirt on. I just woke up, getting lunch or whatever, and this dude was like, "Yo, that show is tight. You've seen it?" I was like, "Yeah, I read most of the books too."
Yeah,
He was like, "Same, same." He was like, "You seen that show with the vampires?" And they got the titties out. I was like, True Blood. He was like, yes, yo, that show is
yeah,
fire. I was like, dude, thank you. I was just talking to you about it the other week, and I was like, somebody else gets it. Like,
yeah.
decent show, dude. I might rewatch that too, so I don't feel like it'll be less painful.
Yeah. Buffy, I rewatched like season 3, a couple episodes just to like whatever. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was like, some of them still kind of hold up.
No,
Some of them get
I
into
mean,
like
yeah,
90210 territory, which kind of dates it a little bit,
yeah.
But like,
I mean, that's
it's
most of
still
their.
hardcore.
That's yeah. Well, that's what my dad was saying when we were talking about it the other day about how like the monsters were pretty good.
Yeah. Uh, this one time at band camp.
Yeah, that girl. Also, How I Met Your Mother.
Allison Hannigan.
But yeah, fucking A, dudes.
Yeah, man.
I hope you guys all had a great time. I like that we did this random pod of just talking about bullshit. If you like what you heard, make sure you follow us on Twitch at Brain Live every Friday and Saturday with a podcast where you can talk live, chat with us and everybody else. And we also do Whatnot shows, doing one tomorrow if I'm correct. Push back because I got to wake up early. But I guess you guys won't know that show's out tomorrow. But either way, follow us on Whatnot, Fried Rainy, FRI. It's in the link tree. And remember, always recommended. And later, my dudes. Peace.